Welcome to Bizchicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. It's Tuesday, and we are Bizchicks. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle, just like Brittany said. And today, because it's Tuesday, the digital diva is in the house. We're going to be learning all about social media and digital marketing from the one and only Terry Johnson Online, all the way from New York City. So you know what? Get something to write with, take notes with. We're going to learn and do. On Tuesdays, that's what we do. We learn and then we do. So without further ado, TJ, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Marketing Talk, where, as Fran said, we talk about marketing strategy, tips and tricks, and all those things you need to know in order to keep your strategy up to date, keep it viable, keep it running, keep it doing the things that it needs to do in order to grow your business online. That's why we're here. So the thing is that you have to remember about marketing today, and I always say marketing today or marketing for the now, which I'm stealing from Gary Vaynerchuk. That's his thing, marketing for the now, because it always changes. But the good thing is, once you set a strategy, I always use the analogy of a house. When you're building a house, what do you have? Blueprints, right? And everything flows from the blueprint. You build the house, you build the walls. Walls. But once you get the house finished and you move in, what do? Paint the walls, change the wallpaper, put the curtains up. If you bought a house, you update the appliances, all the internal things that make it up to date. So that's pretty much what we do. So marketing is pretty much like that. There's the foundation, there's the blueprints. You make your plan, you build the house, and you're like, this is pretty sturdy. The wolf is not coming to blow this one down. Not made of sticks. So we're pretty much good. Now, when we go in, we're like, well, okay, things are not working out inside. So let's update it. And then what do you do when you have the budget for it? You ask for a decorator. I would, because I'm like, I don't choosing colors and patterns and matching. That's their job. I like to give that to them, because a good one will say, what color do you like, or what this do you like, and they go and do the magic.
Mm-hmm.
See? And you just move in, and everything's nice and modern, whatever the style is today. So that's a part of marketing. We have to look at like what is going on in society and culture. What are people talking? What is the color of the year? What is the style of appliances? It used to be this. Now maybe it's Wolf or any one of those high-end expensive brands. And that might be something you aspire to. Now, why am I talking about all of this? It's because I always like to say, why do we have to look at marketing today? Because it's evolving. Things that that's the whole line of what we've been talking about all of this time is it's this, and then people look at it and they go, okay, I don't have to change it. Like a house, I don't have to update it. But you might have the avocado refrigerator that was popular in the 70s, and you have a house
trying to bring it back.
Yeah, people coming over and like, oh, how quaint. When the style is probably now, it was stainless. Yes, it's stainless steel and a certain brand. And, it's just one of those things. When you own a house, you want to have people, you have a party, people come over. You want to look up to date and modern, right? So that's pretty much what I'm trying to do, is like, okay, this is what's going on. And especially because we're moving into 2026, we got to go, well, what's coming up? And the thing that's up, that turned over the apple cart, was AI. It's turned over everybody. Everybody's talking about it. The bubble, the this, the that. So because of the changes, we have to keep on top of them. So I'm always looking at strategy and how we can keep it fresh and up to date and modern. We don't want to have the avocado refrigerator and stove.
Nor do we want the green and pink carpet.
Oh, we want hardwood. I vote for hardwood floors.
I do too.
Me, just me.
And what you're saying is it brings to mind what styles are timeless.
Mm-hmm.
What are the ones that are going to be consistent
Mm-hmm.
throughout time? Yeah,
Yes.
like you can change the coat of paint, you can
Yes.
do some things, but there are some things that you don't even have to update as much as some other things.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you buy a dishwasher, you're not really going to update that much unless it breaks or, whatever, or you want the latest and greatest thing. Same thing with washer and dryer. I always talk about the things that we can relate in our lives, like to make it relatable and for you to understand, because I know some people, why do I have to check how fresh a strategy is? Can't I just go to Google or whoever, however you get your stuff now, AI, and the good thing about AI, it will bring relevant sources like fresh, and you can ask it, give me fresh. I always say, give me 2025 stuff. Or now that I'm looking at 2026, I say, hey, what's coming in 2026? Because people have already written articles and blog posts. So I can always ask you, I want fresh stuff. I want fresh fruit. I don't want bananas sitting around.
No stale bread. No.
No, I don't want that. So those are the things that we have to do. But what I'm saying is the underlying of marketing is you want to be in the right place at the right time, reach the right people with the right message. That's all it is. Marketing, really. The rest is what's going on today, what's current. That's why you look at TikTok, the growth of TikTok. That's why you look at Instagram, and everybody, it's a wave of people getting on Instagram, older and older and older. Same thing with Threads. I said Threads is going to be a thing, and it's a thing. It was a thing today. It definitely was a thing today.
Oh, do tell. Some stuff happened on Threads
today. Yeah, because like I said, the internet goes down, so.
Oh, and everybody chatters.
People want to talk online, social media. So there's this thing of, this site went down, that one, well, go out and touch grass. Yeah, we might do that, but then we might go to the place where that's, there's still a flag flying, which was Threads today. And I saw so many things.
What? And this is interesting because that's where people used to go for Twitter. To find the latest buzz of what was happening, okay, where can I go? Because when I experienced the outage, where do I need to go to get the information?
And here's the thing, with today's outage, there's what is the website? Is it Down Detector? One of the websites you go to, I think it's downdetector.com. And it tells you all the sites are down. Well, Down Detector was down. So what do you do? Oh, let me see. I installed that Threads. I don't really go to it like every day or whatever. Let me see. Tap, and it's there. And people are talking about the current thing today, whatever's going on today. And they've steadily built it. They, meaning Metas, they have steadily built it up into a thing where there are conversations. And I see a group over there. I see a lot of millennials over there loving it. Gen Z isn't there because, they like TikTok. So, but if you want a short conversation, text-wise, and the thing I love about Threads is that you can do video, you can do this, you can put your pot, but a lot of people do text, just like Fran was saying about Twitter. That's how Twitter was. It was so great to just, 180 characters, 280 characters, and then things would, people was talking text. And that's what they were doing today. Now, I saw a lot of people on Reddit, so I did go there. But what I'm trying to say is that the conversation still happens. Yep. Even though this is down, that's down, this is unavailable, that's unavailable. And I said last week, you want to own your corner. You want to stand on your corner on the internet and talk about the thing that you know about, that you love.
And when you were talking about that, it reminds me of a previous conversation that we had a very long time ago when we first started, which is you need to go buy the real estate everywhere where your name is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even if you're not going to put a house on the lot, go buy the lot. Make sure you're the owner of the lot.
Take your claim. Gold rush. Go out there and stake your gold, and you might send somebody else out there to mine the gold. You might go later or whatever it is. Stake your claim. Get your name. Get it. Oh, I don't know. Because see, you don't want to be stuck in a position where, okay, Threads came out and everybody, it was really easy to onboard because if you had an Instagram, la 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 la. So it was really easy just to go and, well, let me stake my claim. Let me put my name, because in a year or two.
And it was easy if you had already staked your name on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because it was tied to Instagram. So if somebody had your name on Instagram, they probably have your name on Threads.
And see, that's the thing about and just getting a little bit, because I want to talk about this name thing, because I always, whenever I see people that are doing like business activities, I'm this on this and I'm that on that, and I am and Sugar Baby 69 or 67 whatever 85 on this or that, and I'm like, no. Even if you're not ready and you're like, oh, I don't have my business plan, or whatever structure you're trying to get into, have your name, and then get the name, stake your claim, like Fran is saying, go and get your account on Facebook, make a page, make a this, go to Instagram, get your profile, go to wherever, because you're going to want it later. You're going to need it later. That's just how it is. And it's not hard to do. It's not difficult. If you're, I'm getting my domain, then make a list. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. A checklist, and just check it off. I'm going to go over to Facebook, and I'm going to go to Instagram, and I'm going to go to even TikTok. Even though you may not make a TikTok, get it anyway.
Yeah. YouTube. And I have my name on TikTok. Somebody else has a portion of my name on TikTok. Even I agree. Even if you're not going to be over there, just get your name.
And why? It's because think elevator pitch. You've seen, business shows and everything, and they do like give me 30 seconds or give me whatever the time length. I think there was even a business show elevator pitch, and you got in the elevator with a CEO, billionaire CEO, and they say, well, you have a minute to talk about your business. It's got to be tight because you're time limited. So you gotta let that billionaire know what you're doing, what you're about, what your passion is, what your goal, what your strat, all of that succinctly, because you're time limited. Because that's an opportunity to have a venture capitalist give you some money, get a grant, get whatever, but infusion of income, or not income, infusion of funds into your business, which is vital to surviving. So the thing is, you want to have this elevator pitch, and it doesn't have to be slick. It's just, you don't want to ramble about it. Just, what do you do? I blah 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 blah. My goal is da 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 da. Good, because if you go somewhere like a podcast, or you're somewhere, say you even get on the Today Show, because lots of small businesses have gotten on morning shows and everything, because they always have sections now where they have they call it deals, and they show a business, especially now with the holidays. They show, okay, on Friday, The View does something about view your deal, I think it's called. And then they have the little table set up, and the guy from Oprah's magazine comes over, and he says, oh, we love this, or Oprah loves that, and this is by this. And she doesn't do like it has to be a corporation. She just finds or her people find her little things that she might love. And if she likes it, she endorses it. What does that mean when you're being endorsed? Sales, recognition.
Hopefully you got a system to handle all the sales that's going to hit.
A lot of people don't. I think one time a while back, Oprah said something about some pies. These two sisters that made pies or something, and they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it because it's a small operation. But those are the things that you have to say, well, is it worth it to We need to know our goal. We need to say succinctly. We need to have it in our minds, our brains, or whatever, because you might be invited to go on these shows and talk about your product. You might go on a podcast or anything audio where there is no written, like here in StreamYard, you can type things, you can have this and you can have that. You may go someplace where that's not there, and they say, well, where can we find you? Are you going to list 20 things or are you going to list one? We're running out of time.
So that whole thing is interesting. I've seen people with 20 different locations or 20 different identities.
Well, I am this on that, and I am that on TikTok, and I am. You can have that, but you need to have it on a one sheeter, a one page, linking, whatever it is, a little landing, whatever it is. Make a page where you're this on Threads, you're this on Instagram, you're this on. So then you go to some place and they say, where can you find you? And you go, oh, bada.com, because you bought the custom domain of whatever it is you want to say. It's not a mouthful. It's a little boop, and they go in there, they type the domain, and then they get the full page of where you are.
And they can pick how they want to follow you.
Decide. And there's many ways to do this. A link in bio, Stan Store, Bitly does a link page. Wherever you do it, if you got your own website and you've got whatever you're using and you're paying for hosting, you know how to make a page. And you put.
And if you don't call us, TJ and I can help you with that.
Yeah,
it's not hard. You can even
go to AI will do it for you. I need a page where I list all of my places that I am on social media. AI will do that. It will make a page for you. And you can link a custom domain and you're done. But just do it. Just think about those things, because you want to go somewhere where even in real life, you're at a networking event, you go to a conference, it used to be you handed out cards. I mean, maybe because I know real estate, they do cards, or do they still do cards?
Not everybody.
Right. But some people
said still. The cat. There are times when you do cards, but there are times when you're networking, it's all about scan the code.
QR codes.
Scan touching the QR code.
This was a big one that I like, was touching phones. I think it was in Messenger. I was like, oh, where can I find you? You got Messenger?
Or if you were iPhone to iPhone, you
could do that.
Click it together, and it, I think the digital cards are great. And if you do have a paper card, that's great too. We're just going to tell you, get it into your phone quickly so that you don't lose the contact.
Right. Yeah. So you just have a page and a link, and you say, find me at terryjohnsononline.com/info. I don't have to tell you that I'm over here and I'm over there. Well, because my stuff is all on Terry Johnson Online. But I did, when I had Twitter, it was different because I started with Twitter with something else. See? But I got rid of that account. So it's all one thing. And it flows, and I don't have to, you get it. I don't have to say, well, on here, I'm this. On Threads, I'm that. On TikTok, I'm this. On Facebook, I'm that. And no, you've lost the audience. You've lost. Why? Because that's the nature of where we are now. That's just how it is. If I want to find you, I will find you.
Yeah, because a confused mind will not make a decision.
Confused mind.
And if I got to remember your sugar baby 22, 26, I'm not. When your name is something else, I'm like,
your sugar baby. No, I mean, no, I'm laughing, but you're right that people do that, and we always have this argument of what's the difference. I'm like, if you're doing business, it's a big difference. It makes a difference. You want to have branding, and it's not branding as in Coca-Cola, who's been around 130 times. No, we're talking about branding in the sense of you must be easy to remember, easy to recognize, easy to find, and a one-word thing or phrase works better than I'm at 20 different places.
And Dr. Tachi is with us today.
That's why I'm laughing at you. Now Sugar Baby 2266. Hey, it's done. And I want to get off of that because I want to get back to the strategy. And like I said, we did a little aside like we always do. It's okay. We have
right, but the whole and I would like to say this, that that little side journey is to help you be future proof. What you are talking about today? Yes. You have to be future proof, and and in order to do that, your brand and your communication needs to be clear.
Yes, it needs to be clear, concise, simple, not complicated. Complicated gets people tangled up, and like Fran said, a confused mind doesn't buy. Baskin Robbins, I always say Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. I get chocolate.
I get butter pecan. But
done. You know what you want, right? Even though you're going in, 31 flavors, and there is matcha, and you try it, and you say, well, give me the chocolate fudge. I go chocolate fudge, something chocolate. But that's the fallacy that a lot of people that would want to start a business, especially online, is that I must have 20 million things to offer when you want to be simple and offer one.
Yes, because we talk about this a lot. And I believe In-N-Out is coming to the East Coast.
It is? Ooh,
yeah, it's coming. In-N-Out
Shake Shack is shaking in their boots, huh?
Because In-N-Out, they do burger, fries, and something to drink.
They don't have falafel. They don't have waffles. They don't have pizza. They don't do wings. Why? Because when you want a burger, that's all you want. Burger, fries, and a shake or lemonade or whatever, a drink. In-N-Out. That's why it's called In-N-Out. If they have 50 things on the menu, it wouldn't be called In-N-Out. It'd be called In and Waiting. It's fast food, guys. Simple stuff.
And that's why their lines are around the parking lot and around the building, because the food is good. And you drive in, and it's very cost effective. You drive in,
I can't
get
wait.
your burger, and they have the people come outside to take your order. You don't wait. You don't get to the window to the little talking.
I've been hearing about this In-N-Out. Ooh, In-N-Out. I'm like, okay. Can I get in? Ooh, I will be looking that up because I'm gonna be there. So
yeah, it's coming. I know North Carolina was getting it, and some other places. So In-N-Out is coming.
I'll be checking. I'll be looking for that. A good burger. Okay, I'm getting hungry. Let me move off of that.
Yeah, it is not. It's not like a wow. Ooh, it's just
simple. Fries. It's just a good burger. It's like Fran always says, the cookies gotta taste good. I don't care. Wow, with this and that and that. The burger's nasty. The cookie's nasty. The cake is nasty. Not happening. But you gotta keep it simple. So I say all of that because I'm always looking at the strategy. How do we make it better? Because we're in a world of AI first world. AI is here. Everybody's using it. Everybody's making content. Everybody's making not so good content. I'm gonna call it. There's a glut of content, but you got to stand out. And if I tell you last week to own your corner, to have your own corner, well, people got to see you. So you got to have a fresher strategy. It's got to be tighter. It's got to be up to date. It's got to be what's happening now. AI helps with that. Like AI helps me with my stuff now. How I figured out. Okay, I want to talk about be future proof because it's something I always thought of. But I was on LinkedIn or somewhere looking at it, and I saw somebody's comment, and I said, "Hey, I need Jessica to help me with this." And I asked her, what do you think of it? And this is what I say. I don't say write me or this or this. I say, what do you think? and I put it in and I let her go. I don't guide her. I don't, none of that. I need a million prompts and act as a this and a that. I mean, sometimes I do that, but I say, what do you think? Because she knows what I'm about. Every time I ask, oh, because this is your TerryJohnsonOnline.com, and this is your voice, and this is your brand voice, because I have the memory on. So all I got to do is say, what do you think? So I'm like, we talked about this before, have a conversation with it like it's your coach, your mentor, your guide, your sounding board, whatever you want to call it. It's not copying, it's pattern recognition. It wants to give you an answer based on the subset of the data. Okay, so enough of that. So I was asking about credibility and credibility compounding over time. I kept it real simple. And this is what, and I wanted to tie in the future proof visibility about having a strategy. So we had a conversation. She cleaned up my thought. So I'm going to read it to you. She called it improved version. Like, okay, that was good, but let me improve it. Okay, so credibility compounds. The longer you show up with clarity and consistency, the harder it becomes to ignore you, and the easier it is to become to trust you. Because remember, I said about trust. Trust is a part of this. Going back to the Baskin Robbins 31 flavors, going back to Coca-Cola, these are brands that have built up trust over time. McDonald's, Nike, name whatever old brand you want. They're around because of trust. Trust is a part of that. So the thing that I wanted to talk about was the visibility that lasts. So here's what Jessica said. If you want visibility that lasts, you need a strategy built around three things: audience research, understand who your people already listen to and why; useful search for any content, the answers they're actively looking for. That means they're looking for it, not that it resides on, oh, you can search for anything you want, Google, whatever way you search, and you're going to get content because we've had the internet for so long. There's information laying around and it gets picked up. But this is why I always tell you, I look at the date because I don't want old information. So that's why I love that she says the answers they're actively. That means right now, today. We want it to be current. And the third, PR and outreach. The places where your name needs to appear so strangers see you as credible before they even meet you. You got to stick these three together. All right. So then we I was like, okay, give me some more. I always say, give me more, go deeper, explain. I don't know what, tell me what's going on. So then we talked about visibility that lasts isn't built. It's built by credibility that compounds. So she took it back to the credibility that compounds over time. And then that credibility comes from three connected layers that work together. Number one, audience research. That's what we talked about. Know what builds trust for your people. Number two, user-friendly search content. Become a resource, not noise. Ooh. Number three, PR and outreach. Let other people validate you. That means be so good that people talk about you. We've talked about that. Let people talk about you. Let it come to you. All right. So I want to get into the future proof because we were talking about it, and I one of these I said go deeper into. But let me tell you what future proof. This is what she told me what future proof really means, and this is in terms of visibility. When I say future proof, I'm talking about building a strategy that still works even when the platform's algorithms and trends change. Most creators are one algorithm update away from losing momentum because their entire strategy depends on posting daily, hoping the feed push their content, riding whatever trend is popular this week. So that's not future proof, and that's you're dependent on the algorithm. You're dependent on what's happening today, and it could change. It's not stable. So future proof in your visibility is the opposite. It means your reach, trust, and impact doesn't collapse every time something shifts online. That could be your website with Google. Google does updates, and then your website could be in the top 3, and then it falls out the top 3 because Google has done something to their code and algorithm that changes the SEO for your website. Okay. Same thing with Instagram. Instagram will change their algorithm, the way they serve content, and now you're not being seen anymore. All of those things. So this is what we're talking about. Be future proof. Your visibility doesn't depend on a single platform. Your content keeps working after you post. People trust you because of your body of work, not because of your posting schedule. Oh, I love that one. I love that.
Oh,
You're
you
building
mean
assets. Go ahead.
not because you posted 3 times a week, 4 times a week, but the content of
But
what
see,
you
that's
posted.
the advice, old advice that, okay, that might have been true 5 years, 6 years ago. Oh, just post. Now, because of the way that the content is served up to the user when they go on the platform, i.e. the algorithm, it doesn't matter. LinkedIn is a great example of this. Oh, I will just go on LinkedIn and I see something a week ago. But it's relevant now. I'm making content, and then the person that made it a week ago sees that comment, and then we have a comment, and we have a we have a back and forth with the comments. But every time there's a comment, LinkedIn goes, oh, that's a little thing of interest. Let me push it out some more. More people see it. It's not about the date. It's about what you said, which spurs the content to facilitate comments. LinkedIn loves comments. LinkedIn loves conversation. Same thing with Threads. It's about conversation. And Threads is, you might post something and get 1 like or no likes, but then if you come in and post something else, that might get 1,000 likes. Because I've seen that also on Threads. People go, what happened? Why did just one post blow up to 1,000 likes when my one before and after got 5 or 2 or what? Because that one conversation was served. Thread said, hey, let's throw this out and see what happens. Let's put this worm on this hook, put it in the water and see what happens. It caught. The fish caught it, and that's how it rolls. See? It's what you said, not that you posted 10 times a day. That's not a thing anymore. So LinkedIn proves it. Threads proves it. Talk about what you want to talk about. Gild your corner. Say it and say it and say it. Say it and throw it away. Don't go, okay, I got to post and then let me sit around and see who liked it. Just post. Just keep talking on your corner. Stand on your corner and talk.
You sharing what's on your heart.
Share and post and post, but not on a, okay, I must, if I don't post on LinkedIn at 8 a.m., it's over for the day. No.
So it's basically sharing your heart, sharing what's on your mind, sharing your thoughts, and be okay with, you shared your thought because it was something you thought that
your
would be
audience
a benefit.
yeah, it might be a benefit, something of value, something your audience want to hear. Maybe it's just relevant to something that happened today. Who knows? Again, stop trying to figure out this thing and just do it. Just, okay, how did the car move? It needs gas. It needs content. You don't put gas in your car, you're not going anywhere. And then you're sitting in the car going, how come we don't know? Why is it not moving? Your tank is on E. It's real simple. Content. Whenever you want, whenever you like. We're in a global world, a global economy. You might get some people in another country that are up at 3 a.m. is their 9 a.m., but 3 a.m. you're asleep. But you posted something. And here's another thing about YouTube. There's a content creator I follow. They're in I think they're in somewhere in California. Because he says it and everything. But when I wake up, I see his videos. As soon as I go on to YouTube, oh, he posts, and then I watch it. But he's in California and he posted it when I was asleep. But I woke up and I saw it because it was content that I wanted to see, no matter the time.
And we're living in that time. When Dr. Tachi comes on Fridays, talking about media,
Mm-hmm.
we're living in a time where we get to choose when we're going to watch something.
Okay, so let's use her as an example. Now I know she did a show on Friday, a live show. I missed it because I might have been asleep. I'm getting tired now. It's like I'm going. I was like, I need to stay up. Whatever. But I think I went yesterday. And she could tell me because I liked it. She could probably tell me when I saw it. I saw it. It wasn't Friday. I still saw it and watched it. But you're supposed to watch it on Friday. Because that's when she went live. That's not what LinkedIn said. So let's stop with the posting schedule. You must post on Instagram. Yes, that's why there's a replay. Thank you. And it gets served. It gets served. LinkedIn is like a week or 2 weeks. YouTube could be whenever. It's based on searching. YouTube is searching. I've searched for things and the video said 12 years. But it was something I searched for, so I watched it. Why? But it was done 12 years ago. It's old.
Apparently,
Go ahead.
Apparently, hammering the nail in the wall is still a thing.
Ooh, that video. Yes, thank you for bringing it up. How old is that?
That video is way old, and it is still coming up.
It's still make that person, the content creator, is getting paid off of that. Why? Because people buy houses every day. When they made that content, for whatever reason, whoever owned the home owned a home. I'm gonna get that owned a home. First time home buyer. I need to do this, that, and the other. I need to fix a leak. I need to hammer a nail. They saw that video and watched it, but why 17 years later it's still popular? Because now somebody else bought a home today who might have been a baby then or a kid when that person made it. But they're a first-time homeowner, first-time buyer. They might not have parents that taught them this, that, and the other, and they want to do it themselves.
Yep.
There's your video. Where do you want to go? YouTube. Or not even YouTube. I went to Google. They went to Google. And there's your video sitting there. How to hammer a nail.
Yep.
I mean, what else is there to say about making content? Just make the content. It doesn't have to be perfect. It would be nice if you had the correct lighting. That's nice, and the sound is very important. Lighting is important. Sound is important, but it's not. Let me go buy a $500 mic. Unless you want to, you can. But that's not the process when you're starting out making content. Make the content with the phone. Make the content with the little mic. Make the content with the $500,000 mic. See? But make the content and talk about the thing that you need to talk about, no matter what. Because we talked about this before about we as humans, we self-edit. Nobody wants to hear this. There's 1,000 people talking about this topic. You stop yourself. But nobody has your view. Nobody has your way of thinking, your opinion, your way of making a sandwich. It's a sandwich. Nope. You might make it differently from everybody else, and that thing might catch on. Oh, I love the way that so-and-so make their sandwiches. How do you think it works? We've got tons of delis around here on the corner and this and that. I like to go over there because they make my sandwich da-da-da-da-da-da. Or the bread is fresher, or this, or that. Whatever reason, I pass a bunch of delis and go to that one, or have it delivered, or, whatever it is. It's a sandwich. It's a bagel. We have a thing in New York about bagels. Who got the best bagels? Why? It's just bread that you boil and you bake. Oh, no. We got a bagel thing going on here. So that's what I mean about, okay, make the content. Don't self-edit and go, well, I can't talk about this because 1 million people are talking about this, or I can't make this, that, and the other because this big brand is making it, or this person is making it, or that person is making it. No, make it. Make
Yeah.
the cake. Make the cookie. Make it. Make it. And I was just thinking about lipstick for a reason, because there's a lady, I forgot her name. She has the lip bar, and they were on Shark Tank years ago, and I think it was one of the sharks told them they'll never make it because she did
Oh,
lips in it was a special the colors or something, and they didn't get it. Well, I think she's a big success now. I think she was in Target, and I think this, and I think that, and so. But you think in lipstick, it's just wax and color, but she had a unique take on it. Is my point, and
and
everybody
there's
remembers what I think he think he. think he said something about them, or something that made it stick in my mind that, I'm just trying to say a simple thing, a lipstick, a sandwich, a this, a that. It doesn't sound like it's going to be successful, but she's made a successful business of it. Let me look real quick because it's on my
yeah,
mind.
because the thing about lipstick, there are several different shades or whatever, and you need to find the shade. The shade. There's several, however, how many shades of red are there, or blue,
But
or
see, here's
whatever.
the key. Her thing was best lipstick with dark skins. As soon as I Google it, that's what pops up. Best lipstick for dark skin. Get professional results without easy to use concealers. Oh, she's into makeup now, but she started out with black owned makeup brand. These are all
Oh,
things that will hook people that want different things. But it started. I'm trying to find. Oh, you know what? Let me put Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. That's my show. And it was another one that was on CNBC that I love. All the business shows. I was like, I love the business show. Okay, the lip balm was featured on Shark Tank in 2015, where all the sharks rejected the pitch, but the appearance boosted the brand's visibility and sales. Founded by Melissa Butler in 2012, the company sells vegan and cruelty-free cosmetics. So it started. It was just lip, and it was it was when those colors were out, the like a emerald green, like really like the lip color just jumped out at you. I remember that. So this was 2012, 2015, and people were like, oh, that, and there's actually a video. I'm not gonna play it, but if you Google the lip bar Shark Tank, you'll see what I'm saying. Nobody liked it. I'm looking at the thumbnail that she had a brand. She had, that the mock-up was a cocktail glass with a lip on it and called a lip bar. Well, I remember this episode that they totally not destroyed her, but they were just like, nobody wants this. Black women wanted it. See?
somebody
I'm gonna
wanted
tell you
it.
that's how it was. That black women wanted it because it was those colors that it wasn't like a pink or it is. It was. I remember it was like an emerald green, like a purple. It was like I'm trying to think of. Is it something I saw this week? Was it Wicked or some movie that's out now? And the lady had all the lip and all the lip just jumped out. It was like a dark something. It was that when in 2015 nobody was doing that kind of lip. They're probably doing it now. But they weren't doing that, and she stepped out and said, "This is I've done the work. This is what black women want." And she didn't say like it's black women. She was just like the lip bar. But they all shot the idea down because they couldn't see it. But she thrived. She's successful. Yes. Oh, so I love the AI I like the AI overviews here. So it says the rejection. The sharks are not convinced, with one famously comparing the bold colors of clown makeup. So of course they left Shark Tank without a deal, but they got exposure to their target audience because I believe I'm trying to remember what one of the sharks said. It was very offensive, and then it kind of picked up online on social media, and black women just went crazy over it. It was like, "Wow, how dare you?" Da, 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 da. And it was like, "Oh, the lip
Mhm.
bar. Let's go see the lip bar." So she got connected to her audience just by being herself and saying what she was doing. So the lip bar became a major success, available in hundreds of Target and Walmart stores. It even has a flagship store in downtown Detroit. There is a video on YouTube I'm going to watch. Shark Tank told them to quit 10 years later. Okay, I believe. Oh, there's a bunch of articles on here, from ejected to major retailers. I'm going to read some of these articles only because I remember that episode, and I think one of the sharks said something not racist. It was just offensive. It was just like, because you're not, because you're a male and you're this, you don't see it. When she had a vision of, okay, I see this for specifically for Black women, but she didn't go on Shark Tank and say this is for Black women, because you don't want to do that as as a business. You want to, you need the exposure. You're starting out, you're trying to find your way, and she found her way. And this is a part of when I was talking about being niche. Everybody's not your audience.
Yep.
Everybody's not your audience. And she wasn't making lipstick for everybody. She was making lipstick for Black women. And it was I specifically remember the colors. And then here the AI overview said that one of them said something about looking like a clown. But I remember that it was the lip. It was that bold colored lip. And she was ahead of her time. Again, another thing of being successful is being ahead of your time. Standing out when nobody else is standing out and coming out, and being on Shark Tank and being exposed. And there was another business that did the same thing, that they came out and got a couple of them being exposed on Shark Tank, not getting a deal, but coming on a TV show and explaining their product and what they were doing, and they picked up an audience off of not because see, here's the perfect great thing about the Shark Tank being on it. It's free publicity, it's free exposure to your audience, because either they're going to watch, or somebody's going to say something that offends or is offensive to a group, and then that gets shared online. So that group goes, what is that? What did that person say? Oh no, let me go over there and see. What is this business about? Oh, she gets Black women bold color lipstick. I want some of that. It's a win-win. See? But you got to make the content. You got to get out and say, okay, I'm going to go on Shark Tank. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And it's genuine. It's not manufactured.
No.
I don't think it is, because, the person said, well, it looks like clown makeup. And I think they said something else. I can't remember. I have to watch the episode. They said something that just set everybody on this audience on fire of, how dare you say that? So
right. I think I found the episode.
Okay.
It was on CNBC, I think. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
So that's one of many. It's just the one that's popping out to me that I remember, where it was like, okay, it's a niche product. She was ahead of her time. She came out and was exposed to her audience, which is a good thing. And she kept going. Okay, I'm not going to let this not getting a shark deal, because that doesn't have to be the goal. I mean, she got the exposure and her business is booming 10 years later. So there were some videos here I'm going to watch. So one of them says 10 years later. I think it looks like Tamron Hall. I will look at that on YouTube. But
you know what? That you don't need permission from somebody else to do your thing.
$30 million vegan and cruelty-free beauty brand. So it started out with lip, and now it's all makeup. Again, I start with one. We talked about that. Starting with the one thing, not starting with the 31 flavors. Starting with the one thing. And scaling.
And because she got the one thing right.
Yes, of course, you get the one thing right. That's the one, you're doing the one thing, you get it right. The In-N-Out Burger, you're doing the one thing, you get it right. Keep it simple. Keep going. Don't let this rejection of not being, because the Shark Tank, you want the money and this and that, because these are all billionaires and they know how to build brands and this. But then again, because they're all doing a lot of businesses and brands, you might not get the attention that you need. You may get the money or the funds, but that's not, having the money infusion is not the end all be all to building the business and the brand, is what I'm trying to tell you. So they went on, didn't get the money, but they got the exposure, good exposure to their audience who had never heard of the lip bar. What is that? Oh, she does bold, bright colors for Black women. Well, hey, let me check it out. Oh, she's in Target. Oh, now she's in Walmart. Oh, now she's this and that.
Alongside Revlon and the other people.
Right. And see, that's another part of the thing I said. That when you self-edit and go, well, I can't make a lipstick because Revlon makes lipstick, or Chanel makes lipsticks, or Wet n Wild. But see, there's different levels. There's the high-end designer where the lipstick costs $100 or whatever it costs. Then there's a medium where it costs $50, and there's a drug, they call it drugstore brands. It's a drugstore, you go in there, $7. It's all lipstick though, right? It's all wax and color.
Right. But then what her unique selling point was to an audience, a particular audience.
Something that and I have to go dig deeper. It's probably something that she was like, I can't find the colors that, I want to have a bold color. Maybe she was I like to stand out and have a bold color, and she couldn't find it in the store, and she couldn't find it in wherever. And she says, I'm going to experiment and make it, because making lipstick is easy. It's just beeswax or special wax and a little oil and a little this and color and pigmentation, and you mix it up and you put it in a tube or a little pot, or however you want to, the pots is a little clamshell thing, and it goes in, you dip your face. So that's all you do. You just set it, like it's like making candles. It's really easy.
And so yeah, and the other companies were not making colors for dark skin.
Same thing with hair care, natural hair care. When it took off about 20 years ago, none of Revlon and L'Oreal, none of these people had a line. Now they all have lines, especially for curly hair or Black women or what. They didn't have that 20 years ago, but there were people doing it online in the hair care form. They were making their own products. See? I can't make a conditioner. I can't make a this and that because people go get Suave or Revlon or this or that. Yes, you can, because you're making it for people who want to transition from relaxed or natural or whatever it is, and you've done the work. See, they don't want to do the work. And see, and then they come and buy, like Carol's daughter, they bought Carol's daughter out, and that's a whole thing. But that's how it goes. You want to look at it and say, I want to do one thing right, keep it simple, be future proof. This is part of being future proof. Okay, we got a little bit off with the lip bar. It's just because it came to mind. It was one of the things that popped up in my head because we were talking about number 3. We could talk about people trust you because of your body of work, not your posing schedule. And that's how we got over there. So that was number 3. But number 4, you're building assets, not chasing trends. Future-proof creators build a brand, a message, a library of content. You build things that platforms and algorithms cannot remove or erase. And number 5, momentum grows from trust, not just attention. Trust compounds. So once people see you as a credible source, they come back automatically. Same thing with the lip bar. So she made the lip. People like that. Her audience like that. That went along well. And she says, well, what can we do next? Maybe concealer, maybe this. So I got to take a deep dive into like the process, but it went from, and it was lip to eye to cheek to concealer to this. See how that's the compounding. That's the future proof of we're building something because we started with the one thing, the foundation of I know what this group likes because I like it, because I'm one of the group. I like it. Let's try it and see if they like it. Oh, they like it. Okay. So then that's another layer on the cake. That's the layer, and you just keep going till you're there. So that's what I was saying about now how do we get there? About credibility compounding over time. That's a part of your marketing, building your business, building your brand, and it takes patience. That's another part of this because of the nature of okay, I'm going to get online and I'm going to post, I'm going to do this and that, and then you post and nothing happens, and then you give up. You might want to keep going. That's why I always talk about the own your corner. Have your little corner. Talk about what you want to talk about. Keep going. Be future proof. It's not about the posting schedule of, well, I posted at 8 a.m. on LinkedIn. Where is the people? Where are the people? That's not what we're doing. You want to be future proof. You want to build this over time, compound interest. Ooh, there's if you know that from financial, compounding interest, dollar cost averaging. That's how you become, with
Credible.
finance, you have to keep putting it in. So you have to keep going. So if you give up, you're not going to see the results. Not going to see the interest. Not going to see your things, things grow and build up like the lip bar, like all of the other things, businesses that are on Shark Tank. And it's okay. People give up. It's okay. But what I'm saying is if you keep going, if you keep digging the trench, you keep digging up I'm back to the farm. You bought that farm, you got to dig the dirt up, and you got to put the work in. So there's a lot of work in it, and it's because, and I say that it's because it looks easy being online. Being on social media looks easy.
It looks easy. It is so much easier than it used to be.
Right. But
then you still have to do the part. You still have to do your part.
Yes. People see the result and they don't see you. Okay, you have to be there and see the work of getting where they are now.
You have to do we don't know like talking about what you do well, telling when you're doing the content, just sharing some, what did you say? Educate.
Yeah, I think that's what we said. Because that was back when, remember when people were doing reels and they were pointing and I said, oh, yeah. Anybody pointing today? No, because that was a thing. That was a trend.
And so here lately, I've been learning your value content. Give the people something of value. Like if you're making cookies and your cookies, and you told us this too, the behind the scenes of how the cookies are made.
Yes.
You're talking about the little sizzle. This is what goes into it.
Yeah, that's a part of your your content strategy. You might want to make a post this week about how you make whatever it is you make. How you got to wherever you. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram do a post and pin it of, hi, introduction. Hi, I'm so and so. This is my business, and this is how I did it, and da 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 da. And I'm like, that's a cool idea. Because you could just do it and pin it to the top. And when somebody discovers your other content or find you somewhere else on another platform and they go over to Instagram, that's the first thing that pops up for them. If they go to the profile, your profile on Instagram, that'll be the first thing. And that's what you want to have, an introduction of your elevator pitch, who you are and what you're doing, or your behind the scenes, whatever it is. See, that's where we are. It's whatever it is. One thing is it going to hit. That thing of viral, I must go viral. You can, but that's not the way the platforms are set up anymore. It's your content that connects. Because you're saying something on your corner. You're on your soapbox.
So you just said something. Compounding credibility with content that connects. It's a lot of C's.
There you go. That's it. And it's over time. Oh, that reminds me, there's some formula, something over time. I can't remember it. Some scientific
testing
thing.
over time.
Yeah, it's something over time. Some kind of statistic thing is popping up my head from school. But it's something. Oh, but you have the thing overtime. I'm remembering the overtime. That's a part of the formula. Has to be overtime. E equals MC squared, whatever it is, overtime. See, that's a part of it. People are like, well, I posted and I did this, and here's another thing that you spent like hours making this video or hours writing this blog, days, right? No. You want to just let me do something real quick. I don't care if it hits. I don't care if it goes viral. I'm not here for viral. I'm here for overtime. I'm here for overtime because why? Because the platforms are set up for that now. Remember? Friends and followers, it doesn't do that anymore. It's set for overtime. What is overtime? You have in your corner, you talking about stuff that matters to your audience, overtime. Compounding credibility, gaining trust, being in the same spot. When they find, because here's the deal. I set up my table, but nobody's coming. Give it time. They're going to find you because the stuff you're talking about, it will find you. The lip bar. She went on the Shark Tank. The audience found her. She didn't advertise. She went on Shark Tank, did one thing. Went on Shark Tank and talked about her business and why she did it. Because that's a part of when you go on Shark Tank. They want to know why. Where'd you get the idea? What's your passion? What's keeping you going? Why? And you tell that. See? So that's it. I mean, that's really what I wanted to talk about with the Be Future Proof, because this is where we need to head to in 2026 about being online, building a business, having a strategy. What is the strategy? Be future proof, no matter what happens with the algorithm. I saw something the other day. Oh, do hashtags matter anymore? I was like, it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can use hashtags, but you really don't have to. Because your content everything is being scanned by AI. Your hashtags, your content, your this, your video, what you say in the video, all of that stuff is being scanned, picked up by AI, and and being matched to the right audience. No matter the posting schedule. No matter the post. So over time. And then you do that over time. I love the overtime. Overtime. But those are the parts of it. And why I want to push this is because, again, people think it's so easy because they see other people. Oh, I've made all this money online with a business. But you didn't see the process that they went through of the blueprint, of the house, of the construction of the walls, of putting electricity. All you see the end result in a nice house. And, we talked about the avocado fridge.
Appliances. Yeah, a lot of people do not take into consideration how you had to dig the foundation way down deep. The higher you're going up, the deeper you have to go with the foundation.
The ones that you see, the people that you see a success online, and I'm specifically thinking about like a lot of YouTube content creators, they've been digging the trench over time for a long time, at least 10 to 12 years. You're just seeing the success now. It's still doable, but you got to want to do what they did. You got to dig the trench. Dr. Chachi says, yes, you need a solid foundation. Exactly. That's your strategy. And you're going to keep going at it until you get to the point where, okay, this is working. This is you reach the point where everything's starting to turn now. But we give up before we get to that point. Because, I don't have 1 million likes. I don't have 1 million followers. But things are changing. The platforms are turning to say, hey, and why is Meta and all LinkedIn, why are they doing that? Because of user satisfaction. Users aren't happy, so they keep the users happy because it keeps them on the app, which drives the ads, which makes the money. See, everything goes back to them for the money. And I'm sorry, America was built on capitalism. So we got to work with the system that we got. We got to work with it until we change and get to a point where we change it. But that's what's going on. That's what's happening. There is opportunity. And AI blew the doors off of the barn of any kind of stuff, any kind of content you want to make. It's easy to make now. Now today it wasn't so great because, things was happening. Like I said, the internet goes down. I think I wrote a blog post way back when about the internet going down, but
and you need to be ready. Yes. And if the internet goes down, just keep writing your post somewhere until it comes back up.
That's why you got email.
Do we have email?
Got your email list, right? Ooh, that might be something we need to revisit and refresh for 2026. Your email list.
And that's what you need to do. You need to contact terryjohnsononline.com/info, connect with her, get these tools so that you can be future proof.
Yes. That's what we're looking for in 2026. That's going to be the theme. I just thought of it today. I said, I'm going to make that the theme. 2026, be future proof. Because AI came and knocked everybody over. Some of us got up. Some people are still laying down.
Because was it November 2022 or 23?
Yes.
People was laying all out on the floor. What?
People are still going, oh, it's going to do this. Oh, okay. Pick that tool up and dig the trench, please. Do that.
It's a tool, and AI is the tool, but TJ is here to help you use the tool effectively. She's teaching us how to take that hammer and put the nail in the wall.
That video. Still need a hammer, still need a nail.
You need the tool. You don't need to do the drudgery that we used to do to get content out.
No,
it used to be, oh my gosh, you had to do your research and go do the stuff, but now you have tools.
Now a blink of an eye.
Tools, people.
Just post it and
go. We got tools that help us do the thing that we need to do, which is get content out to your people, your tribe, your followers.
On your corner, you're there selling your newspaper. Like in all
remember the newspaper dude, in all the movies in New York. He knows everybody going by. He knew everybody. Hey, Mr. Smith. Hey, Joe. How you doing? And
it was something was breaking news. Everybody ran up to get the paper. But he was standing on the corner selling the paper when it was time. So so do that.
So reach out to terryjohnsononline.com/info. Get connected. Follow her everywhere. terryjohnsononline.com or Terry Johnson Online everywhere. Whatever your platform of choice is, you really need to connect with her to get the insight. She helps make this easy. You don't have to do this alone. You've got help.
Now answer your questions. Give them to me.
She loves answering questions.
Yeah.
Come on now. Where else are you going to go? And she will always stop and answer your question. Not a lot of people are going to do that.
Nope.
And then the other thing you can do is join bizchicks.net. For this time period right now, the community is open, free for you to become a part of the Bizchicks community. So just go to bizchicks.net, click community, and it'll take you over to our community page where you can get connected and have other business owners to talk to, get tips and ideas and everything you need to take the hassle out of your hustle. That's what we're doing. So, and if you would like to join our text list, you can do that too. We don't spam, but you can text biz to 33777 so we can keep you updated and keep you on the forefront, help keep you future proof. That's what we want to do. So check in, get with us. TJ is around we got different biz chicks to help you do better, help you do business better, help you run a profitable business that's fun to run. So until next week, when TJ will be back, and you can see all of us on Friday
Yep.
for our Tech Life Weekly. Boy, there are things happening in tech, so get ready.
Ooh, it's gonna be some conversations on Friday. Be there.
Be there. And we will talk to you a little later on. Thank you, Dr. Tachi.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you. Maybe go follow Dr. Tachi on Mediascope and Indie Soup Media.
Yep.
All right, everybody. We'll talk to you really, really soon. Brittany's going to take it away. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.